Hello, I'm going to be going over Unit 5, Exercise 10-1, create the payment application. This was a really long one, so I'm going to have the grading criteria open. Alright, so first of all it says for the forms, rename Form 1 and add form payment. So by rename Form 1, I'm assuming it's the customer form, and add the payment form. I'm going to put this on the side here. I'm going to open this guy. There we go. So, hope you can see this. I don't know if this border covers the whole side here or not, but so it says to rename Form 1. So Form 1 was named Form Customer. And if I pull up Solution Explorer, you can see both of them have been named Form Customer and Form Payment. You can also see that up here. They have the Form Customer and the Form Payment. If I make that bigger, you can also see all the different forms. There's the customer one, the payment one. So we'll pull that back up. Let's move this guy back over. Okay. It says customer form properties. Form properties, text, form border style, cancel button, start position. Okay. So click on the form properties. The text is set to customer. I'm going to see the form border style is set to sizable. I didn't see anything to say to change it. I'm assuming because this is the main screen that it'd be okay to make it bigger or smaller. Cancel button. Where's that? Cancel button. There we go. There's the exit button right there. And then start position. There you go. Start position. Center screen. To start, obviously in the center of the screen rather than off to the side here where it normally would start. And then let's see here. Combo box property. Combo box. So the name, drop down style. Alright, let's do it one at a time. So combo box, properties. It said the name. It's combo names. Border style. Border style. Oh wait, what am I saying? Oh, drop down style. I am looking at the wrong thing. It's a drop down list. And then the label properties, I'm assuming is referring to this label. I don't see any other label thing on the criteria, so I'm assuming maybe it's talking about both labels, so I'll just cover both labels. So this label, it's got the name. It's just label 1 because we're not calling this or using the data from that label. So it's customer name, it's text. And then the border style and auto size. Border style. This one doesn't need a special border style. And auto size is set to true because this one doesn't need to be enlarged or anything special. And then on this one, probably the same thing. Properties. So the name's going to be the payment method, or well, the text is going to say payment method, and the label is going to be label 2 because it doesn't need to be, called for anything special. And then name, border style. Where you got border style? B border style. also set to none, doesn't need a special border style. And the auto size, oh, I just saw it. There you are. Is also set to true because this one doesn't need to be enlarged either. Versus on the payment form, it's set to false so that we can extend it. All right, and then the buttons. So we'll click on this button. So it says just for the 3 buttons, make sure they have a name. So this one, name is button select payment. Select payment. Keeping pinned. For this one, text is save. We've got the access key, and also you have the name button save. Oh goodness, okay. Click on that. Properties. And then for the exit button, we have exit. We got the access key for that. Name button exit. And now it's going to the payment form properties. So we're going to go to that. Click on you. Okay. So form properties, we'll start there. So for the form properties, name, form payment, text, payment, accept button is going to be the OK button. The cancel button is going to be the button cancel. Control box will be false. Maximize box. Where did you go? Maximize box set to false. Border style. Form border style. Form border style. Set to fixed dialog because it's going to be a dialog box. And start position is in the center of the screen. So the group box 1 properties. So for the text we got billing, so it shows up there. Radio buttons times 2, name, and then the first one should be checked. So the first one, we have the name radio button credit card. It's named text credit card. And this one, where it's checked, checked should be true. And then if we go to the second one, checked on this one is false. So we want this one to be checked initially according to the figure that it had us go off of. And then this one, the name is radio button bill customer, and the text is bill customer. So the list box properties. So we go to list box properties here. And click on that. Properties. Okay. List box properties name. So the name is list for list box credit card type. And that's all there is for that. The credit card type label. We have this credit card type. Card number is also the same thing. Card number for text. And then this text box here. Properties for that. Just says to make sure it has a name. We have text box card number. That's all we need for that. And this expiration date label just has the text expiration date because that's not too important either. Combo box property users. I got the name, drop down style, the checkbox. By combo box, I'm assuming it just means these two and then the check mark as well, since I see some data with that in here. So that's what I'm going to assume, because I don't see anything here talking about the checkbox as well. But for those, click on the first one there. This one is to be the month. We have combo box expiration month for the name. Drop down style, drop down list. And then for this one, we have, it's supposed to be for the year for the expiration date, so we have the combo box expiration year, and drop down list as well. And then we have for this checkbox, you can see it's checked now. I'll show you that in here. So we have checked, it's true, as it says here. And its name is, checkbox default. And then the text in it is the set as default billing method. So after that, it says tab order view, set the tab order. So it didn't really say how to set the tab order, just said set it as applicable. So I'm assuming it's just saying like, however you feel it needs to be, do that. So that's what I did. So I go to the tab order. I've got it set up as so it's cycling through each part individually, going from top to bottom, left to right. I labeled like the label, even though they're not going to be, you're not going to actually do anything with those labels. I still put them as a part of it just for numbering's sake, I suppose. Let's see. Okay, so the customer form event handlers. So the customer form, where'd you go? There you are. Okay. Customer form event handlers. So the load, closing, button clicks, data changed, use is data saved variable. Okay, so I'm going to try and go through this and find all the parts from it. So we got the load, closing button. So, well, first of all, for the is data saved variable, I'm assuming that's talking about this one right here, where we initialize the is saved data as true. And then loading, there's a few parts, if I recall, where it like loads some things. So here's where it loads the names to the combo box. I use mine and my wife's name. Let me see if there's another spot where it loads it. I think that was the only spot where it loaded. Yeah, so it loads, because here it loads the names to the yeah, it loads the names to the combo box. Okay, so that makes sense. And then closing. See if we can find that one. Well, here's kind of a part of the closing. So if you close out of the form, I'm just going to close out here if you click exit. And here's the form closing right here. I'll just make that bigger so we can see that. So basically, it prompts the user to save if there's unsaved data detected, and then displays the message box to say that. And then here's the if statements that determines whether the data is saved or not. And then it'll cancels the saving of the data if in this portion here, if you click cancel. And the closing and the button clicks, data changed. Why did the text changed? So we'll go over the other button clicks and the data changed. Should be the rest of it. So here's the data changed event. So if the data is changed, is data saved will become false. Here's a click event for the select payment button. Here's the variables for that. And then the label box that displays the result of it. Once the payment form, is displayed, and then you put in your information that you want to put into that, and then you save that, and it should display. in that